You may have just watched my video on the MBA admissions year that was 2025. To give a recap, we talked about some of the disruption to the admissions environment that occurred due to the Trump administration's ongoing battle with American universities. And we're speculating that application volumes dropped significantly among international applicants in 2025. And last year, just as the season should have ramped up, the tariff story took off, causing significant uncertainty. Our assumption is that tariffs and AI slowed domestic applications as well. So 2025, sluggish year for MBA applicants, and that meant that ironically, it was likely an excellent year to apply. Fewer competitors. So that was what was. What will 2026 be like? While it's possible that some international applicants who felt discouraged last year will accept the reality that virtually all internationals came to campus in the United States this year, and will do the math and realize that if they apply in 2026, they'll graduate near the end of the current administration, the reality on the ground is still uncertain from an international applicant's perspective. So again, ironically, this should be a great year for an international applicant to apply to a US school. Standing firm and taking a long view would mean that internationals are applying in a less competitive pool and getting that same degree, of course. Yes, there may be some pent-up demand from 2025 that will enter the 2026 pool, but we don't see international application volumes recovering this year unless there's some sort of economic shock to the system, which often sends students back to business school en masse. What about the AI story? This one is far more complicated. Some applicants are feeling uncertain about the future and are fearful of spending money on their own educations, fearing that the educations themselves may not have the ROI. Meantime, others feel that the only way to stand out in the employment pool is to have more education and to have an education that teaches the soft skills, leadership, organizational behavior, ethics. For now, until a clear victor in these two schools of thought emerges, we imagine the uncertainty will weigh on the applicant community. Interestingly, interest in professional schools like law and medicine is actually surging right now because these are clear paths to jobs. An MBA is more vague. Again, enter the stealth applicant who dares to compete against a weaker pool. Now is actually a great time for the domestic applicant with that long view. One corner where the applicant pool may be getting more competitive, deferred applications. We've seen a surge in interest in this area recently, largely because of the abysmal employment numbers for new college grads. Those who are in college currently are eager to have a clear path going forward. So applying to business school and having that life raft when today's senior wants it in 2, 3, 4, or even 5 years in some programs is actually pretty reassuring. With parents still pretty involved in many seniors' decision-making, we're hearing stories of anxious parents pushing their kids to apply to deferred programs so that their kids have options. So what do we say to seniors interested in deferred applications? There's no downside to applying to a deferred program. If you get in, great. If not, you can still apply for regular MBA programs in a few years with no penalty at all. In fact, you may even have a minor leg up since you've already shown your commitment and interest to that MBA program. So now is really a great time to invest in being your best applicant. We would be delighted to connect with you for a free 30-minute consultation to ensure that you have guidance on how to do just that. And I invite you to check out OnTrack, our comprehensive asynchronous MBA application course. In OnTrack, we break down every aspect of the business school application process, from program selection and standardized testing to application essays, recommendations, interviews, and much more. Plus, we give you a deep dive into more than 15 of the top MBA programs, covering everything you need to know about the schools and their specific applications. Sign up for a free plan at ontrack.mbaMission.com and upgrade when you're ready for more content. We've just been discussing trends that affect the here and the now. But one thing that I always remind MBA applicants is that virtually no MBA grad who is years out from their time on campus considers the degree's impact on the basis of their first year. More so, they consider it on the basis of their entire career. What do I mean? My feeling is that if you've determined that you want an MBA, you should apply, not in an up or down year, but in the year that's right for you. If you apply in 2026 and graduate in 2028, who knows where the economy or the world will be, and who knows where it'll be in 2038 or 2048. MBA alumni tend to look back and say that the skills they learned taught them to manage change and manage their careers, and that is a long-term investment. Ready to take the next step? Check out the mbaMission podcast, which has more than 80 episodes and counting on every MBA admissions topic imaginable. Get started, coming up next.